Yep. Hello, hello. Hi, this is Deb. Deb Vincent Evans with Buzzwords Marketing, and I can't wait to start doing. Hello, hello. Is it faster now if I use my mic? All right, so let's try that. Better? Okay, so into the microphone and the headset, it slows it way down. All right, we'll give people a few more minutes to hop in. We're waiting for our guests in Get the Real Deal, how to use Reels for your business. Hi, Jen. That's okay that you can't see it. We'll talk through, and then if you want to do the class, the one-on-one training, let us know, and we'll set you up, and you'll learn how to do everything we talk about in this session. All right, thanks, Jen. Hello, I see someone that says Facebook user. I have no idea who that is, but welcome. So we have Jen and we have Facebook user. That's a great first name. Oh, hi, Kathy Case. Facebook user is Kathy Case. Got it. That makes sense. All right. I think this is the funniest thing ever for me to lead this class because I actually detest being on video. So I'm probably the perfect person to teach this because I can tell you 10 different ways to be able to 10 different ways to be able to create video without ever having to be on camera. So how perfect is that, right? And please make comments in the comments area because otherwise I'm kind of speaking into a vacuum here and that will be really boring for everyone. All right. So Jen, I can see your comments. That's pretty cool. I see Kathy K saying hello. Your comment about Kathy. So Michelle, if you want to put the link up, it only showed up for me in private chat. So there you go. Perfect. So if you get lost on the video and you just decide you want to have it done or learn how to do reels on your own, the link below will show you how to do that. It's a quick and simple course that I'll work right with you and help you create your own reels, and then a 30-day plan for how to use reels and increase your engagement. Yes, Kathy, it's good now. I can see your name and I can see that you're there. Awesome. All right. So first things first, I want to see in the comments, how many of you actually use reels right now? Any of you? I'll give you a second. Okay, so you're not using them. Do you use any video at all? Okay, so no video. So perfect. So you're perfect for this, right? So reels. Reels started out as this TikTok thing. You probably saw a lot of that stuff in the Oh, good. Jen says she sometimes posts a video to their Facebook biz page. Awesome. So Reel started out as this TikTok sensation. You might have seen some of the like crazy dance moves and all of that jazz going on in TikTok. But of course, Instagram and then Facebook couldn't resist that kind of engagement and that kind of viewer usage. So they rapidly turned to adding them into their own platforms. It started with Instagram about a year ago. They rolled it out a little before that. In late 2020, they started in Brazil, of all places, because apparently Brazil has the highest Instagram use in the world. So they started there, and then they rolled it out around the country and saw that people were using the app a whole lot more when they had reels. So of course, because it meant more engagement, they started adding them across the board. And then because, as you probably know, Facebook owns Instagram, Facebook then has rolled it out onto their own platform now. And you can see them in both places. You used to be able to just share a reel from Instagram to Facebook, but now you can actually create them right in Facebook. All right. So the difference, a reel is a video. There's no really special thing about it, even though they call them a reel. The only difference is they started out being 15 or limited to 15 seconds. You now can do a reel that lasts up to 60 seconds, although best length is max 30. All right. So it's short form video. And the idea is you need to be able to find something to say, something to share with your audience, usually your customers, that you can talk about in 15 to 30 seconds, right? You don't actually have to be on the video. You don't even have to speak if you don't want to. There are reels that literally have sped up time lapse of people painting a house, right? There are multiple reels of how to put on makeup. Frankly, I learned how to put on eyeliner using new ways to put on eyeliner using Instagram reels and Facebook reels. All right. So it covers the gamut. You can do crazy things, you can do easy things, but it's a very visual medium and it's super easy to use. And although the insights on it are coming in a little slowly because Instagram didn't have a great insight measure on it in the first place, brands are seeing up to 200,000 views on these short form videos. So it's worth it. You really will get views on it. I use it in a couple of different businesses I work with. We're using it in a restaurant, and just what do we do? A 30-second video of them cooking an item, and that got like 3 times as much engagement as any other post that we had on the screen. You might have seen in the Women of the Flooring business, I posted a reel that I made. Elizabeth had sent me a short video clip. She was talking about carpet grinning, right? So perfect as an example for your group. And all I did was throw some captions on it, cut it a little bit and threw some captions on it, stuck the business logo in the right-hand corner, and threw a little bit of music behind it. You can have music or not have music. It doesn't matter. But that explained how what a grin is in carpet. So those kinds of things, something you can explain quickly and easily, something you can demonstrate, that really works beautifully. All right. Hang on a minute. I'm going to share my tab and show you a couple that I particularly like. Also, if you want to watch a business that does a really good job of it, Canadian Woodworks has a great one on Instagram. That I'm not going to pull up right now because it actually makes the whole screen go slow. So we're not going to do that. But let's see if this works for you. Pardon me if it takes a minute. I have never used StreamYard. I'm a Zoom girl, so I'm also learning a new app while we do this. Always fun. But you'll see, like, I picked up a bunch of fixer-uppers here. I saved them. That's what people can do. You know, you can save them pretty easily. But let me go ahead and this one before and afters do pretty well. Let's see if this updates. Okay, here we go. Good. Sorry, it's taking a minute. There's a bit of a lag here. All right. Let's see. Can you see that run? There you go. Perfect. So she's tagged this. She's made some before and afters article. So it'll go through a couple of times. They keep repeating. You know, basically, she's showing how to create a mirrored wall with IKEA mirrors, right? So everyone in the world wants to know what they can do. IKEA products, they want to know what they can do with things. So those are always big options, right? But it's quick and easy. She never had to speak. You did see her on video, but can we skip to the good part audio? Yeah. Anyway, so easy. I'm going to close. She had it playing to some Christmas music. All right. This in a minute. He's pretty cool. Let's watch Brad Workers of Views. You'll see them in your Facebook feed. This is cute.
Another daily tip. How
irritating
is it that when you go to YouTube to learn how to do something, somebody takes 25 minutes to show you how to do it. You will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm not here to waste your time. Straight to the point, no bullshit.
Attention span these days. So the other nice thing about Reel, Reels they're short. They grab your attention quickly. So people get to see them without
another daily tip. How irritating is it that when you go
and if you go to
YouTube to learn how to do something, somebody takes 25 minutes to show you how to do it
here, and you can see where
you will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm not here to waste your time. Straight to the point.
Reels show up specifically in feeds. They show up
another daily tip. How irritating is it that when you go to YouTube to learn how to do something, somebody takes 25 minutes to do it? You will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm
have a dedicated button.
Not here to waste your time. Straight to the point. No bullshit.
Hang on a second. Sorry, it's taking a second here. But they have a dedicated button.
How irritating is it that when you go to YouTube to learn how to do something, somebody takes 25 minutes.
So
minutes to show you how to do it. You will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm not here to waste your time. Straight to the point. No bullshit.
We'll show you how that works. But I can follow Reels. You can go
how irritating is it that when
the people
go to YouTube to learn how to do something, somebody
engage with a certain
takes 25 minutes to show you how to do it. You will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm not here to waste your time. Straight to the point. No bullshit.
If we go over here, and where did my watch Reels go? Of course, now today I've switched, and I'm not on my phone, so it's not going to ask me.
Irritating is it that when minutes to show you how to do it. You will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm not here to waste your time. Straight to the point.
Videos will be in there, all right? Or if we go to, let's see, if we go to our women's, group.
Another daily tip. How irritating is it that when you go to YouTube to learn how to do something, somebody takes 25 minutes to show you how to do it? You will never have that on this channel. Time is money, and I'm not here to waste your time. Straight to the point.
Today, and we switched it up, and we're doing presentation.
Another daily tip. How irritating is it that when you go to minutes to show you how to do it?
We'll see if that catches up. All right. So why should you use me? Oh, sorry.
Something.
My video audio won't cover me up anymore. Oh, perfect. There you guys are. Anyway, where was I? Why should you use Reels? First of all, they are incredibly cheap and easy to make, literally free on the Instagram app or the Facebook app. You can record right in there. You can add effects right in there. You can share from those spaces. You don't need anything else. Oh, thank you, Jen. I'm glad it's better now. All right, so you can share, you can create in those sections. But personally, I think it's much easier to collect video on your phone, grab it when you can, save it, create the reels later with some cute clip, right? So the name of the game is, first off, start figuring out things that you can collect video of. All right. And I'm going to look in the comments here, and I want to see you guys tell me a couple of things you think you could take a video of that might make a good reel. All right. So I'm waiting. Jen, what do you think? We did the one with carpet grinning because people have no idea what that means. Okay. So time lapse is excellent. All right. There's a bunch of time lapse videos on there. Perfect for before and afters. Time lapse is, installers creating a runner, right? Also a kind of a time, you'd probably use time lapse in that case. So if you're using a time lapse of installers creating a runner, just make sure you're taking small video of each step of the way, right? Take as much as you need to. You can cut it later, all right? The way people understand why the money costs, this way people understand why it costs money for a small job. Exactly. So if you show, so Jen, perfect. If you're showing that time lapse and you say, okay, here's the beginning, right? And you show a picture or a small video of, okay, here's what the carpet looked like in the first place. And then here's the first thing the carpet installers have to do. Then the second thing and the third thing, right? And go through all the way to the end. Do maybe 4 scenes of 5 or 6 seconds each, and you could put some captions over it and you're done, right? Throw some music behind it and on you go. All right. You can create all of those on your phone. So you have your phone, right? You have your phone, and there are plenty of free video editors you can also use on your phone. I use NV Video. I also use InShot. Both of those are free. NV doesn't have any marketing app on it. So it's you have 100 videos or 100 posts that you can do. Sorry, my cat walked by and is doing silly things. Pardon me. Momentary distraction of working from home. Anyway, so I use those two tools on my phone. They are free. They don't put any branding from the agency on there. So you can create them as you will. You could also do them with, let's see, they have a whole tool now in Vimeo to create them if you want to. Short forms. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to use YouTube because then it's not original content. So that's the piece that Instagram and Facebook really love. They want original concepts, right? They want original content. So it's yours and you want to create your stuff. They don't share. I know a ton of people are sharing TikTok videos to Instagram. That really bugs out the engagement, and the algorithm won't promote those as quickly. All right. So hang on, I saw Kathy also showed me a time lapse of an estimate and process. Perfect. Some other things you can use, right? Think about ways to not just show people what you do, but you really want to show your customers who you are, because that really matters to young customers, right? Especially those under age 34. And older people, older customers want to know that too. So it's the holidays, right? Do a little holiday card. If you're going to have a holiday party, take some video at your holiday party and happy holidays from whoever. Do a little tour of your office with your decor and, have everybody say hi and who they are. You could do a profile of different people who work for you. Hey, this is the person, this is our receptionist. This is the person you'll greet when you show up at our store, meet so-and-so, right? And talk a little bit about them. You could show a little bit about where you are in your neighborhood. If you do things for your community, for heaven's sake, if you're doing community service and community support, take a video and make a reel, right? They're so easy. You don't even have to talk, right? Like you saw that one with a girl with the mirrors, right? They aren't even speaking in there. She's just showing the activity, right? That's it. It's incredibly easy. I hate being on camera, and reels are pretty easy to do, right? Anytime you do a presentation of any kind, take a video. Ask your customers to give you a video. I know the carpet girl said people send her video all the time, right? They're sending her video of how much they love their installation in their home. Ask your customer if you can use that, turn that into a reel. Perfect. Way better than a review, right? Because people can actually see it. All right. Or more powerful than, I won't say more better than a review, because reviews are important for your SEO, but those video, essentially video testimonials are gold for your business, right? So ask them if they'll do that. Think of them as meet and greets. Think of them as mini commercials, however you want to do it. Be careful how much you sell on reels. People really want to see something that engages them as opposed to ads, but you can certainly use them to sell your business. But again, you're going to get the most juice out of using them as ways to literally engage your audience with you. All right. And so how does that work? So you're going to take those reels that you've created. You're going to best to create a plan. But if you don't have a plan, the most you could do, or the simplest thing for your plan, is just to say, look, we're going to do one every day. Right. So if you say, I'm going to do one every day for 30 days and see what happens. Right. And you're going to catch the moment. And So in catching the moment, you're going to figure out which reels your audience and which little videos your audience likes the best, right? Which ones they respond to. All right. So just say, look, I'm going to do it every single day, and I'm going to find something interesting to do, something interesting to talk about every day. And I promise you, in 30 days, you'll start seeing some results, right? People are seeing increases in Instagram following of 1,000 to 1,500 new followers. People see real views at 10,000 views. I mean, that's 10,000 eyeballs that saw your product, right? That saw who you are as a business. It's a great way to interact. People will comment on them. I will warn you that for whatever reason, because the way the algorithm works, they often get like hate comments. And I won't say, I use hate in quotes because they aren't necessarily hate, but they do tend to get more comments about like, oh, that's not the right way to do it or whatever else. But just remember, anytime someone comments on any of your content, right, the way to treat that is it's always an opening for a conversation, right? You don't want to make them, trolls love reels. Yes, they do. And every online platform has trolls. Yes, they do. But reels have a funny way of, especially when you're doing like an installation, right? If you do an installation, you know how it goes. There's 20 people who know how to do it better than the way you did it. And for whatever reason on Reels, they seem to feel it's necessary to tell you, right? So, best to not engage in an argument, just get that, oh, it means engagement. Any comment on there means someone's engaged, right? So do plan for how they are helping people get views every time they make a comment. That is absolutely true. Every time someone makes a comment, positive or negative, it does bump your view up, your reel up. A good installer shouldn't have time to critique videos. One would think, but it happens all the time, right? Anyway, it does happen all the time. Or maybe they're not good installers. That are commenting negatively on people's reels. I have no idea. But the point is, one thing you do need to plan for is how are you going to respond to people who are not 100% positive towards you. All right. So find a nice way to say, yep, thank you so much for sharing. Love the opinion. This is how we do it. And thank you for the idea. I mean, if it looks like it's useful to you, by all means, tell them that, but you don't have to love what someone told you. You don't have to agree with them. You can, if it's on Facebook, you can hide the comments, but think hard before you do that. You want to make sure you're only hiding things that are truly negative, that you think will truly be harmful to your business. All right. But in general, all of those comments are good for you, right? Because basically, if no one was seeing your stuff, they wouldn't comment, right? So a comment means people have seen it, and that's good, right? It's always good. For every person who comments negatively, there's probably 100 people who loved what you had and didn't make a comment at all, right? So we love that stuff. Anyway, all right, so I think I covered why, a little bit of how. All right. Michelle's like 100%. Awesome. All right. Why, a little bit of how. All right. Some more things with hows. All right. You don't have to speak, but you do need to put, if it's something where you do need to explain something, you want to make sure you put some captions in there. All right. That's important. You can use a system that'll create captions, but I think it's easier to just literally create little text captions in both the Instagram and the Facebook app. You can time when those show up. Personally, I really like the NV phone app because then I can actually time the statements. I used NV to make the one that's in the Women of the Flooring Business page that I made with Lisbeth, because I can then time when it shows up. It's a little easier to figure out where to put it. Best to put those little comment things. How do you spell that? Oh, the letter N and the letter V. NV video. And I'll put that up on the post later. I have to look up the name on my phone, the specific name on my Google Play, and I'll put that up on the post. But it's the letter N, the letter V, video, and InShot also lets you do the same thing. All right. I personally think the goofy stuff, like the goofy effects, like you can add lots of effects. I think the goofy effects aren't worth it in a business video. I think they turn people off. But things that do work are time lapse. Like if you want to do a time lapse of a full carpet install or a full hardwood flooring install, then time lapse is a perfect effect to use. You can also use effects, like if you're splicing video together, you can use effects to make that splice a little less obvious. That's helpful too. You might do like a reveal effect, in the end, like maybe the final image pops up or fades in. That works, but be careful with the gimmicky stuff. That doesn't really work so well in business work. You want to keep people engaged the whole time. So that's creating a video. So you can create your video in the Reel software and tape it as you go, or you can create videos, save them, and do all of the editing on your phone or outside of the app, and then upload it into the app. All right. Easy peasy to upload it into the app. Let me see. Hopefully, sorry, I'm going to share my screen again, and hopefully we will, hang on, I'm going to go to the group here, and this will show up on your screen without much issue, but they're incredibly easy to post. Sorry, it's taking for, oh, there we go. Perfect. And let me share this again. Okay, so if I go, this is group, you can save that, you can reels, you can create reels from your business page. You can create reels in Instagram. You can create reels on your personal page. Let's see if it opens up here. All right. And of course, it's not going to show today because that's what I'm talking about. Usually it shows right here in the first 3 buttons. So we will, maybe because I'm online right now, but typically you see reels right here. It says reels, photo, video, and then a room. Now you can, Facebook will make me a liar any day of the week, unfortunately. But, whoa. Okay. We're going to stop the share because that looks really bizarre. Okay. You can do them actually so Michelle, you can actually do them in the group. I created them actually, the one that I did for Elizabeth, I created right in the group. So you can do it from anywhere you can post. And again, like I said, Facebook will make me a liar any day of the week because they change things every 5 minutes. And, finding it's always a joy. Anyway, if you can't find it, text me. I'll send you a screenshot of where to look, and you just click the Reels button. It opens up the whole Reels app. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Facebook does it all the time. It's great fun. It opens up the app. In the app, you have a whole list of things you can do in the Reel. On the side, it'll say add a video. You can just add the video, upload that. You can actually also cut the video in Facebook if you want to. Again, I typically have the video ready to go on my phone before I upload it, and then I upload it. I usually don't add music until I go to Facebook, because if I go to Facebook, I have access to a lot more trending music. So then you just grab the music. It says on the right-hand side at the top, add audio. And when you add the audio, you get a whole choice of things. I use the Tiesto business one. You have an option. If you use a really hot, trendy piece of music, you may get engagement because of the music you chose. But just remember that the music you choose may be offensive to some of your customers. So you just want to think twice. Make sure you listen to the clip before you use it. You can also cut pieces of a clip from the music so that if it has sections that are not appropriate for your audience, you can cut those out. But again, you probably want to, even though they're hot and fun, you probably want to avoid using audio that is really reflective of, like sexy stuff or drugs or alcohol or any of those pieces. But if you use the audio from Facebook or Instagram, both of those have permission. So you also don't have to worry about whether or not the music you're using is safe to use, because you want to think about copyright. Let's see, what else about content? The other reason to use your video in your phone, your video app in your phone instead of the video reels, Facebook Reels editor will let you add still video or still images and turn that into video like a slideshow, but Instagram will not. So if you create your video offline, you can add still video or still images and turn those into video. You just turn them into video by saying, okay, show this like a slideshow. You say, show this video or show this image for like 3 seconds, show this image for like 5 seconds, however you want it to work. All right. Another place you can make your videos if you want to, Canva actually lets you create videos. If you have a Canva account, you can do it there as well. All right. Trying to think what else is in here. I think, and why do we know that it's good in Facebook? Because Facebook just decided to create this whole piece where they're rewarding people for creating user generated content. So Facebook has this whole program called Reels Play that will pay creators who it's unclear whether a business page can be a creator, but certainly you as an individual can be a creator and share it to your Facebook page, but they will pay you, and they're paying up to $35,000 a month for Reels based on engagement. So my theory is Zuck doesn't spend any money on things that he doesn't think people are going to love. So if he's putting it's like $1 billion into their creator series, and they're putting, $35,000 is a lot of money to put towards making video content for them. So if they're putting that much money behind it, Facebook thinks this is, Facebook and Zuckerberg think that this is the wave of the future, right? So, get on the wave, do it, and, don't worry about it. One last piece, hashtags. You want to use hashtags in your comments. So you want on-screen captions, right? So a caption is the part that actually you see the video and see the text in the video itself, and comments or the comments or content is the part that goes when you say like the post part, right? You want to keep that pretty short, pretty sweet. Make sure you don't bury the lead, right? So the very first line is what people will typically see when they pull up your reel. So you want to make sure that very first line before the see more is really what you want people to get from this, right? That's important. That first line matters. And then you kind of put your content, and then after that, you put your hashtags. Good hashtags before and after. Hashtag before and after. That's a good one. Hashtag home improvement. That's another really good one. Hashtag home rehab. Hashtag flooring is another really good one. So you can go to different hashtag sites and say, okay, what's a trending hashtag for flooring, or what's a trending hashtag for construction, right? And use those. You can also catch a trend that's happening right now. A good one would be home for the holidays, right? Because it's temporal. It's good in this particular moment, and it's what people are thinking about. So your hashtags are what's going to help the algorithms know what to use. Right. The other joyful piece about this is Reels are the gift that keep on giving, right? You can create them. You can share them through your business manager. You can share them to your Instagram account. You can share them to your Facebook account. So you get kind of double duty out of both of them. They go into your feed and they have longevity, which is crazy. Like they tend not to hit quickly. It takes a couple of days and then somebody sees it, somebody shares it. Yep, you love recycling. It's awesome. All right, somebody sees it, somebody shares it. It gets kind of this hump, like this wave kind of happens and it hits over the hump, gets is about as many views as it's going to get. Usually takes about a week to hit that kind of peak area. And then it sort of slides off from there, but continues to add views as you go along. So if it doesn't hit right away, not to worry, wait, and it'll hit later, right? How often should you do it? Instagram recommends you do 5 to 7 a week. It sounds like a lot, but if you're doing posts anyway, these are more effective. And you should be posting, if you want to keep your engagement up, you should be posting pretty close to every day across your different platforms. The other really awesome thing is there seems to be a lot more engagement on Instagram these days. About 37% of US adults use Instagram. Of that, about 30 to 40% are right in your sweet spot. Their ages 25 to 34. So it's not a kids thing. Facebook is more trends older. Instagram trends a little younger. And it's a super, super, super visual location. And people are really looking for visual on there. So head to that. All right. In the post comments, after this is done, I will go ahead and add a couple of the accounts that I like. And I like their reels. Again, it's slowing down the presentation too much to do them on the presentation. But you can go find a few of them. And again, easy to do. And we have an offer for you to teach you exactly how to do it, side by side, one-on-one training on how to create a reel. We'll create one reel from we'll create one reel from your own video. So you'll have to do the work of collecting video, but we'll create one reel together. And then we'll post it up to the different sites. We'll look for some hashtags to help make it work for you. And then as a bonus, you'll have a 30-day plan. And what we'll do for your 30-day plan is say, okay, here's what we think we're going to talk about. Here's 20 different ideas to fill in that 30-day plan. And it'll be your job then to just create the reels and fill in the plan and upload them. You can upload them yourself. You also can share reels from some of the sharing apps, but they can be a little glitchy to do from the sharing apps. It's generally easiest to do it from the Facebook business app now. If you're not using that, Facebook's pages now have a whole business manager side that lets you do in Creator Studio, that lets you do a lot of scheduling and things of your posts. So you don't really need any of the scheduling apps that we always used to have to be able to create and manage our social. You can create it right through Facebook or Instagram. Oh, good. She found the Apple one, the it's VN, not NV. See, I'm sorry, I'm being all backwards today. Anyway, so feel free to join us, and I would love to teach you how to use this because you will increase your engagement. The truth is, engagement on Facebook and Instagram organic engagement on Facebook and Instagram has dropped, but it is pretty easy to increase that with videos. If you want to do paid advertising, you can also use Reels as your advertising bid. So that's another awesome recycling, right? That's a pretty cool thing that you can do as well, right? So they're fun. You can put them in your shop and have them run as loops on a screen in your showroom if you want to. I think I could probably come up with 20 other ways to recycle your reels if you want to. Yeah, clever. Yeah, they're awesome to put them up as like if you don't have a TV or a monitor in your showroom, you should really get one. It's a great way to share customer images, videos, all of those pieces. Yeah, showing in the showroom's awesome because there's always time that they're going to wait. Even if it's the 5 seconds they're waiting for someone to greet them, that's really helpful. And they don't have to all be yours. You could use, manufacturers' videos, etc. Okay, questions? I've talked a lot. Jen, do you have any questions? And how about you, Kathy? Questions? Oh, genius on using the manufacturer's content. Yeah, like they have tons, man. And the truth is they want you to sell their product. So they're almost always happy to share what they have, and you can often reuse those in your own reels if you want to. Hey, we carry this. What about stories? So reels can be shared. I don't know who Facebook user is, but Facebook user. So stories are what used to be where you shared reels and short video. The thing about stories is they're very short-lived. The thing about stories is they're very short-lived, but reels, if you share them to your feed, they last for a long time, right? So you should share them to your stories as well, but you really want to share them as a reel. There's a whole dedicated thread in Instagram, and it also pops up in the feed so that stories only get seen by people who follow you, whereas everything that's in the feed, if it's interesting, it'll show up to people who've never known you before. So you want to definitely put them there. Oh, Haiti Hillis is the Facebook user. Okay, thank you, Haiti. Jen, what time of day is best to post? So different for different people. You want different businesses. You kind of want to follow your own insights and your own engagement and see when people follow yours. Typically, mornings are best, but a lot of people watch reels later and during the middle of the night, when they can't sleep. So they're useful there. But the nice thing about reels is because they have this sort of long, like they have a really long lifespan, right? It doesn't matter as much when you post it as getting it up there, right? So stop worrying so much about did I post it at the right time? Where like a regular Facebook post, you want to care more, and your emails, you definitely want to care more. But reels are they have a long half-life, right? So yeah, you're right. So worry more later about was it a good time to post, and right now just get them up there. The more you have, the more they'll show, and using the right hashtags is going to be engaging hashtags is going to be more important for you to be found than what time of day you put them on there, right? But if you really want to know, follow some of the Instagram people and Facebook people that you like and see when they post. But typically it's not as big a deal as when you post a standard post, because they do have this different, like the algorithm treats them differently. Figures, people want to watch these all the time. It's not for whatever reason, and clearly because they really want engaging content. They're being picked up more by the algorithm, especially if you have good hashtags. So they have more juice. Hence the reason why I'm saying you should use them, right? They're so easy to do once you figure out how to put them together. They are really effective. They cost next to nothing. It's more a matter of kind of catching the video and having a mindset about it, like changing your mindset to want to grab short, easy content. I don't know. I follow someone on Reels that does calligraphy, right? And he posts a new thing about calligraphy every day, and it's just some cool way to letter. Like some days he teaches you how to make a calligraphy A. Other days he's like copying somebody's logo. I assume it's a he. I'm sorry, I can't tell. It doesn't say on there. You have to do a post with your reel. So Facebook user, I think, is Haiti. So Haiti, you use a post with your reel. But the post should be kind of short and sweet. And the reel should be, the deal is the reel should be able to stand alone. The point of the post is to be a container for hashtags so that the algorithm can find it. But it's not so much about crafting an amazing post, because really that's not what people are looking for in a reel. They're really looking for the video to give it all, right? The best reels, the video is self-explanatory, right? In your post, you may send them to, like the link, here's the link to buy, or here's the link to contact us, or go to an Instagram. You have to say, go to our bio and find the link. But it's not really the post content that matters as much as the reel. New products. Yes. New products are great. Essentially a new product is an unboxing video, and unboxing videos are huge, right? So when a new product comes in, take video of unwrapping it, testing it, the excitement of people finding it, right? Don't do a product push as much as a, wow, we have this awesome new product. It just came in. We just opened the box. Or I've been waiting for this to show up for days, and you open up the box, or with the LV, right? Yeah, opening the boxes. It's an unboxing, right? That's a huge thing on all products, and it's less producty and more life, right? Like more. The idea is you really want to share that excitement as you go forward, and less about selling, right? Be straightforward with people. Here's the product. Tell them what the product name is. You can get it here. We'll, if you want to say something about, this may take come in, order now, but it might take a few weeks to get an installer. Go from there. But those are fun. Another piece that you might put in your one last piece. Please, 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 in your videos, if you want to avoid trolls, if there are, like, I'm not wearing a mask at the moment because I'm sitting at home, but we have a mask mandate now again in New York. So I would never do a video that's current without every single person in the video wearing a mask, right? If you work for a restaurant, mask and gloves, right? Don't ever have someone see, there are certain things you don't have to be dressed up. You don't have to be, there are certain things that you can kind of get away with, but you want to make sure that things that are a rule, you want to follow, right? Make sure, and somebody's going, they don't last as long because, they'll see the masks and they'll know what time it hit. Well, you're probably, if you put up a reel today, someone's probably going to see it before. In our case, the mask mandate goes till January 15th. Someone's going to see it before then. So I want to make sure that I want to make sure I'm presenting that I care and I'm following the rules, right? So those things are important. You could take a mask off to show your face, and I know people really want to see faces. That's important, but don't take a video of you with a customer or other people in your shop without a mask on if you're supposed to be wearing them in your state. And then, you can decide whether or not you care to do it in your own store if you aren't required, but that's big. To that end, another really great video you could do is about, your installers and how they behave in a house, right? What alone could be offensive? That you wear them or you don't wear them. Frankly, not having a mask could be offensive. Yeah, especially around people. It depends on where you're at. Unfortunately, you want to kind of avoid the political bits, but I'm a big fan of always falling on the side of safety and the most conservative choice. I don't look all that conservative with the purple hair, but I really am. You want to make sure, you're looking like you care. And back to the installer piece, right? I think a lot of people are worried about strangers coming into their home. So you want to make sure that you show your installers, maybe you show your installers putting their booties on. Maybe you want to show the installers coming in the door with a mask on their face so that they're safe, right? What are your protocols to keep people to keep someone's home clean, even if it's not during COVID, and even if you don't need to worry about masks? People do really care about these people who are coming in. So taking happy, friendly, comfortable videos of people, installers entering someone's home is huge, right? I get a little nervous when I see, current videos of people contractors in people's home not being, women home alone, right? Contractors in the home where the contractors don't look like they're keeping the homeowner safe, right? So you want to be aware of that, because people will see things in video and they will comment on it. And sometimes sometimes they're just trolling, and sometimes it's legit, right? So make sure when you're speaking in your videos and when you're sharing your videos, you are putting your, kind of think mission forward always. If your mission is, we take great care of our customers, no matter what, no matter where they are. Our job is to make sure you're happy, healthy, and, satisfied with your work. That should show in your videos. They don't have to be uber professional. The more real they feel, the better. Yeah, good video hygiene. They do notice the details in the background, right? You can see I'm in front of the window instead of, in front of in my office, right? Because I share my office with someone else who has, they have a video game business, and there's things in my office background that I don't really want to share. So I'll be happy to share my curtains with you, but I'm not going to share my background for, for his video game business, because some people might not appreciate that. Anyway, good to notice, because she said use the details. Anything else? Any other questions? All right. For each of you, what was one video that you think, thanks for keeping it real. One thing you think you can do as a reel that you could commit to doing as a reel for your business between now and Christmas? Just can't quit with the real puns. I know they're real. So what's one real video you can reel between now and Christmas? Unboxing, Jen, perfect. You could even unbox at Christmas, from our family to yours. Happy holidays. Yep. Let's see. I'd wrap the box in wrapping paper to make it extra. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything that's visual, anything that's fun, whatever's engaging to people, by all means. Yeah. Wrap the box in paper. Perfect. So I see Jen. Kathy, were you still on? Did you have anything you wanted to do? Yeah. Everyone follow Jen for the good real ideas. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to sign off now. If you have any other questions, feel free to make a comment on the post. You can also email me at deb@womenflooring.com. I respond to that when it comes right to my regular inbox. It's easy to remember that one. And I hope to see all of you on our, you're very welcome, Jen. Thank you. It was great. You were an awesome guest. Anyway, I hope to see all of you in our one-on-ones. Again, you can either learn how to do it or I can do it for you. Frankly, I think you should learn how to do it, because I really don't, my gig is to make sure everybody knows how to take care of themselves whenever they can. But I'm happy to do it for you, and have a great day and an awesome holiday if I don't see you. Thank you so much.